Well, welcome to another episode of Don't Stop Beliefing. It's been a little while. We've been busy with work and, doing a little canopy additions. We found this kind of mesh thing outside that's added some porous shade. The key is that we don't want things to blow away in the wind, and we are, wanting our plants to survive in these, harsh sunny days in Southern California. If you hear that, that is the sound of helicopters that have been flying all day because there was a police-involved shooting on Hollywood Boulevard. Someone was brandishing, turned out to be a replica or fake gun. Nobody knew it was fake, but unfortunately I think that gentleman died in the hospital. Not sure, but you're trying to do what you're trying to do, like whether you're trying to eat or type on your computer and you hear like helicopters and sirens, and because I work on set as a cop, there are helicopters and sirens, so it's kind of normal but not really in real life. There's definitely projects shooting around Hollywood today. There's like a romantic comedy for Netflix. There's various and sundry projects, so you never kind of know if it's real or if it's movie magic. But in any case, we are wearing a lot of very white blue sunscreen, and over that we put some Kai, C-A-I powder. I think it's in a color called tan. Some cheek color by Milani, and then on our lips we're wearing a Anonymous Allure color buxom plumping lip liner with Iman nude lipstick from our friend the model Iman, who's from Somalia. We tried again with this blue eyeliner. I think it's LA Colors. Thumbs down. It's just very, it's not dark enough, it's not opaque enough. It's like kiddie makeup. It's like playtime. It's not for real. And I think that's everything I'm wearing on my face. But I'm burning a little incense, trying to get in the relaxed mood. But yeah, let's get to watering. I think we have, we have a plant that we need to repot. We got some Indian mint. Oh, Italian oregano. I didn't know that's what this was, but it seems to be dying, so we're gonna try to repot it. We're putting it outside. Keep our fingers crossed. My guess is that it's root bound, so let's see if we can decant it and see what's going on, because that's my theory. Whenever you buy some of these plants, and indeed the bottom part seems to be root bound, it's quite watered, but snails be damned. Let's at least try to get it into a place where it might be able to have a chance at life. You never know what's going to happen in the world of gardening, but you definitely want to give it a try and give it your all. Don't worry, we have more coffee grounds to try to discourage the old snails that have been thinking that this is a snack bar. In any case, we have some pots that have rocks and a little bit of soil. I left them out in the sun to kind of dry out and kill any buggies that have survived the diatomaceous earth. We're composting dead leaves from, other plants. Ow! Despite my gloves, I've gotten some kind of splinter. Help! Ow! Okay, it was superficial, but still, these are not the best gloves. As you can see, they're both left gloves from a pair that used to have some rubber on the one side, and I'm just trying to get my gloves worth by using them up. They're very comfortable and loose. They are, I guess they were clean, but so we're in process. We've been using our broom dustpan to give some shade to the herbs. We've got some Starbucks Italian and French roast coffee grounds at the ready as a fishing touch. We've also put a touch of Miracle Grow plant food, easy to use foam, a couple of squirts of this in our watering can. So, you know, summer's here. We want to give our plants a nice taste of nutrition as well as moisture. So let's get our little rain bath going. Got some hanging plants. We put some spider plants up here, just the little baby ones that were growing on our other spider plants. Something's been trying to eat our succulents. Ah! Moths, real tough. Some spiders that have gotten a little bit jiggy with it, that had to be discouraged. But yeah, you know, back to work in a really pretty aggressive fashion. I think I'm working most days, and if I'm not actually going to work, I'm being paid to go to work. You see what I'm saying? Because in our industry, they're very interested in, with the new Delta and Lambda variants, they're interested in not letting infection take hold. So, you know, as much as they can, they try to bring the same people back into the work environment of the show. You know, so it does seem like people who work together in an office or a hospital or whatever. But they're also, you know, trying to use that, I guess, group as a COVID prevention tool. Our struggle parsley is hanging on. We have this purple flowering plant that's doing really, really well. I see some spider web hanging on the bottom. That's not welcome, but you know, we haven't repotted it yet. It seems to be thriving in its little plastic container it came in. I think this is also some sort of flowering plant. I can't remember. But you know, my goal often is just to take a break from the world, come out here, visit my sage, check on what's doing with the spiders. We suffered a casualty here. This one got toasted in the sun and seems to be dead. You know, we can certainly repurpose the pot, you know, and kind of compost what's left of the plant into this pot. Maybe turn it over a little bit. You know, my hope is that there's nothing wrong with the soil per se, but maybe, oops, that little plant just didn't survive. You know. But you know, you have to come out and kind of check the status of your plant babies. And for a small investment, you know, you can think about something other than whatever problems or complications are plaguing you. You can devote a small amount of time to the idea of taking care of your garden, whatever it is, however it is, wherever it is, you know. And that's the hobby piece of it, such as it is. You know, are we depriving our herbs of too much sun? Are we doing well? Well, we'll see. So, you know, this guy can go in the trash. We have a couple more plants down here. Maybe what I can do is put one of our recycled screens back. But let me just show you what these varmints have done to my succulents. Succulents were doing so good. Some came over and chewed real tough on these. You know, just treating it like a snack bar. They don't bother the aloe. You know, you see what the snail did to my herbs here. Chives are still hanging on. Mr. Banana Plant is looking good. Rescue Plant 1. Rescue Plants. These are new rescue plants. You know, there's a few herb sprigs in here that we'll see what makes it. You know, but some of our vines are doing well, our rosemary, and then our new Italian parsley, and I think that might be thyme, I'm not sure. But, you know, then we'll get over here and deal with our other plants. Well, friends, sometimes you gotta not only check in to water and feed your plants, but just to make sure that the spiders don't latch on and, you know, build a lot of nests. That I don't mind them combating the insect population. What I do mind is that they seem to want to bind up the leaves of different plants and kind of take advantage without, you know, I think there's a delicate balance in nature between helping and taking advantage. And I've just seen a lot of nests happening out here where maybe, and I use these brooms to kind of put weight on these new mesh canopies so that, again, things don't fly away. I mean, I guess if I were into spending money, I could buy either screen material or more mesh like this, but I do like the idea of recycling, and as a frugal person, if not a cheapskate, you know, for these things that are kind of optional, I try to, you know, see what I can find, you know, and people do put a lot of things outside for other people to take, again, in what we call free areas. You know, it's not going to Goodwill and places like that. Everybody gets a little drink today. You know, you don't have to like spend top dollar on your hobby. Sometimes you can trade plant cuttings with your friends, or, you know, find ways to share in the joy of plants without breaking the bank. And certainly, as I said, I'm drinking more coffee these days, specifically to assist my plants with coffee grounds and just make sure that the plants are, you know, as protected as they can be in a safe way that isn't gonna poison them or me. Yeah, so we put the Italian roast coffee on the other side, and we're burning a little incense. I have to confess, is a little there you go to the neighbor who likes to sit out on their little sky cabana and smoke cigarettes. So, oh, we like to burn things that smell? Well, here's my contribution. So yeah, when you open up these coffee pods, you just rip back the tin foil, basically, top. There's a filter inside, but, you know, whether the grounds are completely dry or not, you know, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe Mr. Snail, if he's sniffing around, he gonna get a little message that this is not the snack bar for him. That's the message I'm hoping to send. You know, but it does lead to clean up. You gotta sweep all this stuff up and, you know, not let it get out of control. It does have a coffee scent, but again, the hot sun burns through it in a pretty efficient way. We're trying to get rid of some excess furniture. We have someone coming at kind of like dinner time to buy like a bookshelf, and yeah, we still have these big old pots that we can transfer some of the bigger plants into. This is not the most aesthetic pot, so I'm not like in love with it, but I think some of our plants inside are getting root bound. I am trying to feed them to make them happy in their smaller pots, but I might have to either use some elbow grease or recruit someone to assist me with the repotting, or else it could get messy and hectic. Yeah, so don't ever stop believing. Here we are in the kind of like evening indirect light of a happy, paid, at-home Thursday.